Hey, what's up, friend? You are you interested in lack of skill? Yeah. Or maybe some suck. I'm just a new guy for the love of game. We don't go, I know it's bad. Times have changed, but not my mad. Don't you know that games are my thing? Yeah, I know it's getting real late. Come on, look at me. I even do storytelling. Also, podcasts on great game subjects. Okay, yeah, I'm not a Markiplier or a PewDiePie. But hey, that's what makes me so unique, right? Right? Right?
And hello, everybody. It's NikoTheLegend.
The podcast is still alive. It's still alive, everybody. Hello. You hear that? Besides the soundboard? Silent keys. That's right. NIKO has a new keyboard. It's great. Thanks to my oldest brother, helped me out with picking a nice budget keyboard. Only $35. I think it's the HyperX. HyperX, yes. And it's I got sick of the mechanical keyboard, and I think you guys did too, because you guys could easily hear it. Anybody who's played games with me has dealt with the mechanical keyboard assault. The noise complaints. Oh, God. And then everything else involving this, especially when making videos or using the soundbar like we just did. Yeah, it was time. Also, the key stopped working. I think that's from watching all the porn, you know. I spilled all my tea. So, yeah, it was about time. That's what happened in the past month. It's been a while since we've been in this format. A lot of stuff has happened in between, and it's... For one, it's motivation, and then two, it's life has kind of taken over on some of the things. Like I wasn't even home for a whole week. I think I was supposed to do an episode before I was gone for a week or something, and then I just never got around to it because I was too busy editing stuff for Let's Plop. But that's neither here or there. And then you know what? Sometimes you just don't have the motivation to do it because. Well, let's just be honest. These episodes, at least on YouTube, I don't know if anybody else is watching it out there. If you're a person on Spotify or Libsyn, I appreciate it. Those are other ways of hearing the voice of treason. I mean, reasonable NIKO. It is it's not doing so well these past few episodes on YouTube. But you know what? That's just like my entire thing on YouTube is not doing well, and that's never fun. All I want is just to get 25 more subs and then get to 1,000, and then I can just like retire for early retirement with no income coming in. No, well, I think you can do monetization once you hit 1,000 or something. Anyway, so I'm NikoTheLegend, also known as the well-mannered teenager, the snowflake, rambling idiot, and vigil. If you like what you see today or here, there is no fleshy me today, because I didn't know how this was gonna go with this episode, this recording, because it's supposed to rain like crazy and stuff, and I didn't really want to set up too much in case I waste my time setting up. That's okay. You know what I look like, just a giant loser, you know. Just kidding. I'm a guy with a big sword, and I am in a frog avatar suit. So that's, yeah. Anyway, we actually haven't done that full-body NIKO avatar in a while. So our topic today, let me tell you something. I'm kind of just spitballing here, and you know what? Even if this episode doesn't get good enough reception or anything in that regard, so be it, right? Just gotta deal with that. But I might actually do this as maybe a new way to bring in more people into the channel, is doing rumors and stuff like that. I think that's something that people love to talk about on any subject. Video games is probably one of the biggest, I would imagine. But rumors get people talking, man, and a lot of the time, it's kind of crazy. A lot of the times, the rumors are all true. At least what I've seen in the gaming universe. And let's just say it's not true. It has been real at some point. Like it was, like there's always some truth to the rumors for gaming, even if it's like the rumor of, let's just say there's a game coming out or something like what we see on the screen, new Silent Hill game rumor, right? Talks of a reboot of the franchise. Let's just say it doesn't happen. There's still truth because chances are the developers have talked about it. They have maybe have had scrapped ideas or something. I don't know. It's been brought to the round table, brought to meetings and stuff. So, I don't know. I guess you could say a little piece of the rumor was true, but the rest of it was wrong. Anyway, I'm just saying that there's some grain of truth to each rumor, especially when it comes to video games. But I mean, however, a lot of these rumors have been true and in 100% true. And I think that's pretty impressive that there are people out there that just know how to just really narrow it down and just nail it on the head. It's very impressive. So today we are going to go with, let's just say 5 rumors of let's just say, at least, I don't know if the title will have it, but just say, I don't know, top 5 rumors of, what month are we in? July? Okay, yeah, we'll go with that. Now, some of these have already been talked about. Like, this article came out in May, but I'll let it slide. We can let it slide. It's my first time trying to do these rumor mill stuff. From now on, I'll definitely keep tabs on which rumors stick out. It's sometimes it's hard to find these articles, even though I could just type in video game rumors and I'll find a bunch of stuff. Reddit actually has a lot of rumors that you could look at, which would be pretty great. But hey, some of these rumors are ones that I haven't even heard about, which we'll get to. So we're going to be going over 5 rumors of July. And I might want to just do videos of this on YouTube and see how that does. I think rumors are something that, like I said, everybody loves to talk about. Everyone like behind the scenes, in front of the scene, whatever, in front of the curtain. And it's just fun just to spitball ideas of what this could be, what this rumor is actually truly, capable of. So we are going to dive into that. And one last shameless plug. Hey, Let's Plop. You like old school Let's Plays? You like your 2 favorite YouTubers coming together, or just people coming together playing games and doing silly commentary over? Remember those good old days of the golden era of Game Grumps with JonTron and Ego Raptor? Well, NikoTheLegend's got you covered. Let's Plop is that format where where Niko and his favorite buds go down the Let's Play route by playing their favorite games, or maybe not so favorite games, and doing commentary at the same time. So the terrible jokes, the terrible friendships, and all the above that you have not seen in a long time has finally made a comeback. So that is Let's Plop. I hope you check it out. It is a blast. A huge dumping ground for all things Let's Plays, where it's never just me by myself, but it's always with a friend or multiple friends. So if you like that type of format and you miss it and you're sick of all the Twitch highlights, all the giant ass long videos of just stream bits, or people just not really putting the digestible episodes anymore, yeah, Let's Plop has you covered. Anyway, all right, thanks. All right, so I hope you guys are ready for this. Because there might, there might be rumors that you see here that you didn't know about, and maybe some of these rumors won't age well because, hey, maybe they've already been announced, maybe they've been released, but, this is just, I'm kind of winging it here, which I do quite a bit. I know I should do some more studying and more preparation involved, but, here we are. I don't get paid to do intense preparation or preparing my work too much. If you hear me blowing, it's because I made some hot Earl Grey tea with some honey in it. It burns right at the tip of the tongue. I lost all feeling. All right. let's start with something that's already been talked about, and nothing has been announced yet officially from Konami with a Silent Hill game, but I I don't know. Like Silent Hill has had multiple games already in the franchise. I don't know. This is a franchise. I don't really care if it gets a remake or a reboot. I really don't. Like maybe one more game just to see what it looks like on on the current tech. But listen, I've done a podcast talking about video game franchises need to die, and Silent Hill, I'm glad has phased away in obscurity. I know that's blasphemy for a lot of you to hear if you like Silent Hill a lot, but Silent Hill has died out. Silent Hill started very strong with the first three, and some would argue the first four, and then after that it has gone downhill quite a bit. And that's usually what happens when these franchises have been around for so long. The Konami they hire other after Konami just stopped making games in general. They go to third-party companies to work on their franchises, and these games that are made by not the main company originally who made it, that's a mouthful. They don't do so well. They have mixed reception, and that's what happens, and that's how it phases into obscurity and it just dies out. And then here we are today, many, many years later. It's been about 10 years since the last Silent Hill game, and I can understand people are jonesing for stuff like that for nostalgia's sake. Listen guys, all these rumors, especially with this in particular, Silent Hill, it's just all nostalgia. There's so many Silent Hill games that have come out over the years. Just emulate them if you miss playing them, or just buy them on your consoles if you still can. Because, in this day and age, there are so many other amazing developers, especially indie developers, that are making horror games and stuff. And they're trying to set a new standard or something to where we can get behind and be like, okay, this could be like the new Silent Hill for me or something, or the new Resident Evil. Resident Evil, on the other hand, has not died out, and I wish it would, because Resident Evil, as I think after 5 they should have stopped, but that's not going to happen because it still makes them $1 bazillion, just like with Street Fighter and Monster Hunter. I wish they would stop those too. But that's neither here or there. We're talking about rumors. Rumors. And I do tend to ramble a lot, but I'm just trying to set up the foundation here, so deal with it. All right, so going back to Silent Hill, the last time anybody got excited for Silent Hill was 2015's PT, where Hideo Kojima was working on it with Konami. But then, as you all know, Konami and Kojima don't like each other. Kojima had a falling out during the development of Metal Gear Solid 5. And I still don't know. I don't actually remember what was the main reason. It's just probably they were just fucking with this game, Metal Gear Solid 5. They wanted to go this route, but creative differences happens a lot behind the scenes on anything that gets developed from the artist and the company, the producers, publishers, whatever, right? Yeah, you gotta love contracts. So he left. After that, PT never became the next Silent Hill, and it's just gone now. Obscurity. And then nothing has happened, anything with the title of Silent Hill. It has been dead in the water. Dead in the water. No remakes, no re-releases, nothing. Absolutely nothing. So, at the moment, it isn't clear what's happening with Silent Hill. This long-running horror series was one of Konami's biggest gaming franchises, and it really did stand toe-to-toe with Resident Evil. Alongside the likes of Metal Gear and Bomberman, having made its debut on the PlayStation 1, Silent Hill is known for its highly effective psychological horror and impressive visuals. Not anymore, though, at least with Silent Hill 1. Silent Hill 1, 2, and 3 are considered the series' peak, while Silent Hill 4 and Silent Hill Shattered Memories garnered some fans of their own. The franchise struggled to innovate after its original team went elsewhere, and many entries after Silent Hill 4 are not viewed favorably. Yeah, Silent Hill 4 is a crazy fucking psychological horror thing. Oh my god. I love the concept of the room. That downward spiral seems to have reached its bottom in the modern era. After a dream team consisting of Hideo Kojima, Guillermo del Toro, and Norman Reedus were revealed to be working on a soft reboot titled Silent Hills, fans thought that Silent Hill was back. Unfortunately, this immediately preceded Kojima's firing from Konami, and the project, along with the beloved PT demo that announced it, were scraped. Silent Hill was regulated to crossover content and pachinko advertising for the next few years. Something is happening over at Konami, however. There are compounding reports that Konami has put the franchises up for grabs, and several developers have already begun their own takes on Silent Hill. Isn't that fucking crazy that this company Konami, one of the most successful, awesome, badass companies of all time, the ones who made Metal Gear Solid, Castlevania, fucking Ninja Turtles, for crying out loud, Ninja Turtles, Suikoden, Silent Hill, going to the lengths of being crossover content and pachinko advertising. Oh, don't forget all their great arcade games. Oh, don't forget Contra series too. This company is a former shell of itself. But speaking of former shell, they are working on the Cowabunga collection, which hopefully does well. I'm big surprise from Konami. And then if this Silent Hill thing happens, well, Konami's definitely going to be... You're going to see their name as a publisher. But man, Konami does not make games worth the shit anymore. How fucking disappointing. So, Silent Hill may be invading Britain. Silent Hill rumors have been circulating for years, but they recently got a major boost. Leaker Dust Golem came out on Twitter on May 12th with several concept images for a Silent Hill project, which were promptly taken down by copyright. Very suspicious, right? This all but confirmed these details and gave credibility to the information that was leaked. Supposedly, these pictures are representative of an older version of the game, possibly one from 2020, but the title was still developed as of October 2021, my birthday month, depicting garbage-filled rooms and a strange alleyway and figure apparently made of sticky notes. These serve as surreal counterpart to the image that simply shows a bespectacled girl. I've actually never seen that word. The final picture is a set of 7 hints, a little more of the game's story, showing a girl without glasses whose skin is peeling away like paper. A note saying, "I hate myself," is clearly visible on her forehead, and the only other legible word is minger on her cheek. The word minger is British slang for an unattractive person, hinting that this new Silent Hill may be set in Europe, rather than the town's vague North American origins. Yeah, Silent Hill is this fantasy town. Dust Golem also mentioned the names of Anita and Maya, noted that SMS messages were relevant somehow, and this was not the only Silent Hill game in development. For a short time, this seemed like all the fans would get, but this leak opened the channels for everyone, with Silent Hill Intel to talk. Alright, that's just one. This Silent Hill has multiple rumors backing it up. So, Bluebird team might be handling a Silent Hill 2 remake, which a lot of people were kind of like mixed bag with Silent Hill 2 remake. They're like, I don't know if that should be a thing. I don't know why the second game and not the first game. I guess because maybe that's already happened technically. I don't know. Who knows? A couple other projects have been detailed by various sources. First mentioned by influencer Nate the Hate, a later backed up by journalist Jeff Grubb and gaming news site Video Game Chronicle. The burgeoning horror adventure studio Bluebird team is allegedly working on a Silent Hill 2 remake. This is said to be a timed PlayStation console exclusive, will feature reworked puzzles, altered AI, new animations, and even several new endings. It sounds like this game could be a Final Fantasy remake style reimagining of Silent Hill 2, but fans will have to wait and see. So that's the problem with remakes itself. It's like, don't fix what isn't broken. I mean, maybe these games haven't aged well, but at the time, people were just so fucking like, holy shit, this is awesome, you know? I mean, anything over time is going to be dated, right, with mechanics and how the game plays and maybe the AI or something. But you know what? I don't bat an eye when it comes to that, because there are games nowadays that are just absolutely broken when on release, like Cyberpunk, Battlefield 2042, Halo Infinite, so on and so forth from these AAA companies. So fuck that whole like these games haven't aged well. I'm like, modern gaming hasn't aged well, and it's utter trash half the time. God damn it. Have you seen an optimized Ubisoft game? No, you fucking haven't. You have not, especially upon release. So, either way, this rumor also lines up with the existing links between Bluebird Team and Konami around the release of Bluebird Team's most recent game, The Medium. See, The Medium did okay. The Polish developer announced a collaboration with Konami. This came after the studio's CEO claimed it was working on existing horror IP from a noteworthy publisher. So that's what people thought. It was, Silent Hill's iconic composer Akira Yamaoka worked on The Medium and teased... Oh, I didn't know that. And teased his next project by noting it's one his fans have been waiting to hear about. Even The Medium itself draws parallels to Silent Hill's otherworld mechanic, making it come off like a proof of concept to seal the company's deal. So what was The Medium, like a tech demo? It seems that Konami canceled E3 2021 showcase came to pass. It would have brought a great many Silent Hill titles to bear. So that's 2. Now the third one. An episodic Silent Hill project and playable teaser could be coming. So this came out in May. So far we haven't seen anything announced from Konami or anything related. So this could still be, topical. The narrative fans pieced together regarding Konami claims that after the Japanese publisher refocused on its gutted gaming division, more like fucking shat on, it couldn't develop many projects by itself. While it released some smaller games and updates to the public, Konami secretly reached its feelers into the game industry at large, looking for any studio that could work with its claimed IPs. Isn't that pathetic? They're fucking grasping at straws now. Past rumors have indicated that Until Dawn's studio Supermassive was one of those studios, and its pitch for an episodic Silent Hill evolved into Dark Pictures anthology. However, that game concept was not abandoned. Konami. All Konami has been doing recently is just compilation games, collections like Contra, arcade games, Castlevania, and then now it's Ninja Turtles' turn, which is great. So that means we're on our way to Suikoden, and my fucking god, I would love to see a Suikoden collection. So, according to VGC, a small episodic series of short stories set in the Silent Hill universe may be coming from an Annapurna Interactive. Never heard of that company. Good, great. Give it to a nobody. What this project is and who is working on it's unclear, given that Annapurna Interactive is a publisher and may have just another name that pitched an idea to Konami. VGC had one last detail to close out its report. The images leaked by Duskull may be related to a PT-style teaser game. Internally named Sakura, this is to be released as a free digital title to build anticipation for either next mainline Silent Hill or multiple Silent Hills. Whatever the truth is behind all these rumors and leaks, it seems likely that Konami is ramping up towards a revival for its classic franchises. Hopefully Silent Hill is coming back with a vengeance, and it brings Metal Gear and Castlevania along with it. Yay! Yeah, Castlevania has been dead in the water for a very long time. Same thing with Metal Gear Solid. I don't really care about Metal Gear Solid because it would just be cutscenes half the time. Well, no, that's if Hideo Kojima works on it. I bet you there are companies out there that can easily make a better Metal Gear Solid game than Hideo Kojima could, because that guy's a fucking hack. Fucking hack. So, what do you guys think about that? The new Silent Hill game rumors. There are a lot surrounding Silent Hill in general, with multiple games coming out. I wonder if these will all be announced like simultaneously, close together, or a year after apart. Who knows? Because it's going to be kind of interesting to see all these different companies coming together to make their own interpretation of Silent Hill. I don't think it'll be that hard, considering that Silent Hill has been obscure, and a lot of titles after 4 were not the best. Like, I know you had Shattered Memories, Downpour, and Homecoming. I think Downpour was the last one. Yeah, I think it was the last one. That's the one that came out in 2012. And I actually recently played a Homecoming for like a couple hours while recording for Let's Play with a friend of mine, and it's not bad. It's not bad, at least so far. But I don't know. I've played a few of the Silent Hill games growing up. I used to have the first game, but that game scared the crap out of me when I was a kid. So I never got a chance to beat it. I never played the second game. I've always watched my friends play it because I didn't really care too much. Never played the third game. The fourth game I used to have on the original Xbox, and then never got to beat that. which I wish I did. Man, I sold so many original Xbox games. I'm kind of mad that I did. But everything else after that, I never really touched Silent Hill related until this year with Homecoming. So, and I never played the PT teaser or playable teaser, the PT. Personal trainer demo. Yeah. So there you go. What do you guys think about the new Silent Hill rumors going around? What do you want to see happen with Silent Hill? Do you want it to just be dead in the water like I do? Or do you want it to make a great comeback? And yeah, I don't know. Remakes are always 50-50. Like, I didn't really like the remake too much, Final Fantasy VII, because Tetsuya Nomura worked on it, and that guy sucks. He's like he's definitely on the cutting board, or the cutting list on overrated developers or directors like Hideo Kojima and Todd Howard. Those guys are pompous assholes. So, with that said, we are done with that. Now this next one, ladies and gentlemen, I was actually thinking about this not too long ago because I started watching The Mandalorian again because I needed to be reminded that there is still hope for this franchise, even though its creativity is pretty much bankrupt because Disney just can't get away from the legacy era. And you know what? You could just say Star Wars has been dead since the Phantom Menace. The original trilogy is all you got to care about. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, Star Wars Mandalorian MMO video games rumored from Elder Scrolls developer. Oh, isn't that great? Elder Scrolls developer. So that means this game won't come out for like another 20 years. But the fact that there's a Mandalorian MMO is kind of like I don't know. I'm kind of iffy on that. An MMO, really? Do we need another Star Wars MMO where you can already be a bounty hunter? I was just saying we should just get another bounty hunter game. But the truth is the fact that how long this is taking for any type of announcement, because The Mandalorian did so well for Disney, Star Wars, that I'm surprised there wasn't already like 50 games established in this canon universe. You know what I'm saying? Like, Disney is so tone deaf when it comes to this stuff. So tone deaf. They only pay attention to the wrong side of the field. They just don't look like. Just exploit this already, right? I guess they are now. So, rumors surround Star Wars, Elder Scrolls 6, Quake, Fallout, and more from two separate sources. So, there are rumors offer a Star Wars Mandalorian MMO video game. Is in development from the studio behind the popular Elder Scrolls game. Great. They're already doing Elder Scrolls Online where you know what? Elder Scrolls Online is so fucking annoying, and they're trying so hard to not fade out of existence. They release an expansion every fucking year. I can't even. What are they on? Like their sixth expansion? Like, it's unbelievable. It's disgusting. Like, go away. The rumors come from what sounds to be legit sources, as one source backs up the other in regards to the following video game rumors, which also include Elder Scrolls 6, Quake, and Fallout. Well, I guess we're getting more rumors than one in this. So, regarding the Star Wars Mandalorian MMO video game rumor, it's claimed that the game is in development at ZeniMax Online Studios, which developed Elder Scrolls. Checking the company's website, ZeniMax Online Studios does tease kick-ass new projects in a AAA IP, so maybe it's the Star Wars Mandalorian MMO game. It says, our next AAA game is in development. We learn a lot bringing the world of the Elder Scrolls to life, and it's time for us to take those lessons and build a new AAA IP. Visions for our next game is grand in every sense of the word, and that's why we're developing a new engine to support the needs of the project and studio. Because we're in early pre-production, this is the perfect time to join us and make your mark on an incredible new project. An MMO game featuring Mandalorians would be pretty sweet, as players would be able to suit up, battle, and play as Mandalorians. Recall those cool scenes from the Disney Plus series featuring the Mandalorians coming to the aid of Mando, but put that in a game where everybody can battle. The potential could be awesome if they do it right. Yes, if they do it right, which is like anything in modern media these days, especially in modern gaming. I just don't see why nobody has decided just to bring back Star Wars 1313, which is pretty much just Boba Fett. That's a pretty much Mandalorian game in itself, but you know what? Whatever. They want to make money off this shit. Of course they want to make money off this shit by putting an MMO. It's got to be another online game. So, well, I mean, that's I guess we'll talk about the other stuff. Yeah, the Mandalorian. It's about time that there is something in the fucking cracks, the rumor cracks about the show getting a spin-off game or whatever you want to call it. I mean, I just think they could just make a really badass Mandalorian game or a bounty hunter game in general without it being an MMO, because MMOs, it's an MMO for fuck's sake. I don't know. I really think they could have just made this into a fun, like maybe a cooperative shooter or first person shooter, third person. I mean, they technically already have a bounty hunter game that came out a long time ago and it was okay, but they could do some really cool stuff with like armor customization and tweaking weapons and all that, and they can have some really cool platforming segments and stuff. Anyway, you get what I'm trying to say. They can do some cool ass shit. I mean, Star Wars 1313 was a great interpretation of it. If anything, I would use that tech demo as reference on how to do this shit properly, because 1313 was badass. It's such a cool concept too. Oh boy, good job Disney, you fucking. Anyway, so video game rumors include Elder Scrolls Mandalorian MMO, Quake reboot, and Fallout. So you're getting more bang for your not so buck. So PvP VE game in development at Roundhouse that may surprise you. Okay, Elder Scrolls 6 set in Hammerfell. Elder Scrolls 6 will have a political system. Betrayals, marriages, and factions mattered in Elder Scrolls 6. I thought they always did. Well, marriage was very hush-hush in Elder Scrolls 5. No dragons in Elder Scrolls 6. Well, yeah, it only made sense in Skyrim. Because of the, there's whatever, the story. I hope that doesn't shoot them in the foot, because we've been plagued with Elder Scrolls 5 for so long and their fucking dragons that, God, I don't think people can like look at Elder Scrolls the same way anymore. We've been fucking mind-fucked. Elder Scrolls 6 in full development, early stages. Fucking pathetic. Target release is 2025, 2026. God, fucking A, dude. It's so embarrassing. These guys are so embarrassing. BGS, Austin, Montreal working on Spy Team. Mando MMO at ZeniMax Online. Quake reboot in talks. Elder Scrolls and Fallout remasters via an Exile. Hey, that'd be cool. Xbox shifting resources to assist Bethesda with massive workloads. Yes, good. Elder Scrolls potential 4X strategy game. We don't need any other Elder Scrolls game. We don't need nothing more. I swear to God. You see, it's the problem with these big time publishers. You got to focus on like 50 other projects. So hopefully Microsoft does do a good job and be like, oh my God, what are you guys doing? You guys need help. Yeah. So there you go. That's where we are. Now, what do you think about a Star Wars Mandalorian MMO? Do you think that's going to be cool? Do you think that's going to be just funsies, spelunsies? This is Disney Star Wars game. I mean, I like Jedi Fallen Order, and then Battlefront 2 eventually got pretty cool. But Fallen Order is it's a breath of fresh air of a great Star Wars game that has had no development hell. Like Remedy Studios did a great job, and then you got the sequel coming out next year. And then there's a bunch of other Star Wars games that's supposed to come out. The Old Republic, ladies and gentlemen, if you are jonesing for a huge Star Wars online game, play The Old Republic, because that game is fucking awesome. That is a great fucking game. It's one of my favorite Star Wars games and one of my favorite games of all time. It's a blast. I played it recently. I go off and on with it because I've played it for so many hours. I just, it's like with Skyrim, right? I always have this little itch. This little itch that I can't seem to get rid of. It's always there. All right, that's that one. So far, Silent Hill, Mandalorian. We got to keep going. We got 3 more. All right, so this is kind of left field with this rumor. GoldenEye 007, current gen release, currently in limbo due to Russia-Ukraine war. Hey, remember when the news was talking about that and they don't anymore? Wow, it's like we just moved on away from genocide. So, elimination of people. Remember 007? Remember when there were games for it? You guys remember that? Remember when when James Bond had games? No? I do. They made a lot. There's a lot of good ones. Anyway, an alleged revival of the N64 FPS classic GoldenEye 07 is reportedly stuck in limbo because of the ongoing Russian invasion and war in Ukraine. I think there's a shell going off. I think that's the Russian-Ukrainian missile coming to nuke my place. So it's been nice knowing you guys. Ha ha ha, funny, right? So, this update regarding the long-awaited remaster was provided by video game journalist and noted industry insider Jeff Grubb. He's such a noted industry insider. Tagged alongside Windows Central editor Jez Corden and Xbox content creator Rand L. Thor 19, what a stupid name, by a fan curious for an update on the previously rumored 1v100 home console adaptation, the GoldenEye upgrade. This is a lot of word salad, just bear with me. Following Windows Central editor's affirmation that he never heard anything about those games, Grubb provided insight in both titles' current status. GoldenEye is still in limbo because of the war, he claimed. 1v100's team lead left Microsoft. I don't know what that means for the game. Oh, that's the actual company. I always like these tweets. It's like, where's 1v100 GoldenEye? I need it. Like, go fuck a blow-up doll. God. It's just like, why do people get so fucking like, why do they crave like inanimate objects, things that aren't made of flesh and bone or whatever, right? It's like, God. Especially when it's a fucking old-ass game. It's like, just go play it on the N64. It's not going to look that much better, for crying out loud. Or just play it on PC. Like, emulate it. It's going to be the exact same fucking game, pretty much. Anyway, I just find that stuff silly. When people say, I need it. It's pathetic. While others argued whether Grubb actually knew anything concrete or was merely speculating, Eurogamer noted in the report that ostensibly, as per their own sources, they also understand this is saccharate. Let's see. GoldenEye is still in limbo because of the war. 1v100's team lead left Microsoft. Okay, good. Good as in, like, okay, I already said this. The plot of GoldenEye, most euphonious 95 entry in the James Bond franchise. Okay, yeah, we know that. As Russia's accusations of Ukraine having gain-of-function laboratories funded by the U.S. are being fiercely denied by Western media, it also being used for fear-mongering around the idea that Russia could release a virus from said labs. Even a game with staunchly anti-Russian, anti-Soviet elements may be hard for executives to stomach. Oh my god, they can't stomach a fucking video game because, oh my god, James Bond, a secret agent, is killing Russians. Oh no. Jeez, man, wow. What a crazy bummer that these guys can't differentiate the two, because, yeah. A similar fate also befell the Advanced Wars 1+2 Reboot Camp remaster, which found itself indefinitely delayed due to recent world events. That game was delayed at the end of last year, so I don't want to fucking hear it that it's the war. Oh, the war delayed a second time. Sure. While not explicitly stating, executives likely felt the game's cartoonish, blood and horror-free presentation of war would be disrespectful given them the then recent invasion. Oh my god, it's a video game! Who cares? These guys are scared for their lives. Because the Russian government, whoever, is gonna fucking come to their house like, you made a fucking game that's fun. And we don't know the difference! There's no blood and gore in your game! Put it in or else I'll kill you and your family. Fucking stupid. God. Rumors of a proper remaster of the beloved N64 classic have been floating around the internet for quite some time, even after the 2010 release of GoldenEye 007 GoldenEye for the Nintendo Wii, and a subsequent porting as GoldenEye 007 Reloaded later that same year to other consoles. In 2020, a fan remake, which was 3 years in the making, was shut down at the request of James Bond rights holder MGM. Yeah, because, let me just have a shot in the ring. Fuck you, MGM. You don't fucking do anything with your games. The next year, a video of a canceled 360 remaster leaked online, and fans were further surprised when a fully playable Xbox Live Arcade prototype of this game followed suit. Rights issue prevented it from being launched at the time, as Nintendo, Microsoft, and MGM were likely unable to come to a three-way deal that satisfied each party. Like, how can you not be satisfied? Like, oh, royalties, man. No, we want this money. It's always gotta involve money. Fucking licensing issues are so obnoxious. It's unbelievable. Riddle me this. How can Sakurai, the guy who made Super Smash Brothers, the guy probably sold his fucking soul and like his 3 unborn children, his entire family to Disney, especially just to get Sora. But how can that guy get Sora? Okay, how can he get a Disney, Capcom, Nintendo, obviously, and fucking SNK, Microsoft, Square Enix? Like, how can he get all of those people to come together to allow their characters in Smash Brothers? Like, how could Sakurai do that, right? Like, but these 3 big companies can't fucking do it. They can't even get a fucking port, a remastered game to come out that would probably make them a good amount of money. Like, I just don't understand the issues here. Like, I don't know much about game development and what goes behind doors, but man, it's got to be the most unproductive, just non-productive fucking discussions of all time. Like, this is the problem with these big time companies. It's always about the money's stockholders, shareholders, licensing rights, royalties. It's always money, right? None of these guys are just wanting to do it for the love of it. No, these companies, they never do that. Maybe you'll get one guy that's like, yeah, I love this game, I want it to happen. It would have happened if there was love for this franchise. But no, it's just tossed around as a bargaining chip, and it's just tarnishing the image even more. So way to go, guys. Way to fucking go. That's what I'm saying. Like, with Sakurai, the guy who made Smash Brothers, how is he able to get all those characters? Especially Disney's Sora, for fuck's sake. Disney! Are you hearing this? Fucking Disney! That's like the only thing they did correct was fucking Sora. And he's actually pretty fun to play. I don't like Sora as a character because I think he's stupid, boring looking, but his moveset's pretty fun. When I first... So, speaking to the VGC regarding the Xbox Remasters leak, the game's co-director Mark Edmonds stated that thing that I find strange is why now? Why leak it after all this time? Someone must have had this for all those years. It just seems strange to me. Well, who knows? When I first heard about it, it almost made me think, are Microsoft leaking it on purpose for some reason? He laughed. I don't think that would make sense, but it does make you wonder. So the timing just doesn't make sense, yeah. GoldenEye 07 was also unbanned in Germany in October 2021, leaving fans hopeful that there had been some kind of movement on the remaster's potential release. God, these companies that ban these video games because... it's Germany, for fuck's sake. They haven't done anything right since... for a long time. However, fans would have to wait just a few more months to get more solid evidence against Mr. Bond. James Bond just setting the world ablaze, engulfing it in flames. This guy who's supposed to take out terrorism and bad people. In January 2022, along with an Xbox achievement tracking website, discovered the alleged game's achievement list. 2 accounts belonging to Rare developers were seen unlocking them. This would occur again in June. While Grubb claimed in February that he believed an announcement regarding the title was coming the next couple of weeks, a claim also supported by one of VGC's own sources, this would not come to pass. Whoops. Though no specific reasons were given for this misdate, the COVID-19 pandemic and subsequent lockdown orders may have played a part in hindering the game's development. Yeah, no shit. In March, a trademark for GoldenEye to be used in regard to downloadable electronic gaming software was extended for a second time, a development which prompted even VGC to theorize that the invasion of Ukraine could have altered the game's production plans. As pointed out by noted Video Game News and Deal's Twitter account Wario64, the achievement list was finally made public on Xbox's own website on June 5th. Oh, that is very strange. Further, the achievements details suggest that the release will be a port or remaster rather than a from-the-ground-up remake. It doesn't need a from-the-ground-up remake, for fuck's sake. However, given how the war in Ukraine shows no signs of letting up, as well as all the inherent possibilities for further conflict that the invasion allows for, it may be some time until we say, well done, Rare. Alright, so what do you guys think? Do you think this is going to come out anytime soon? It may not come out at all. We might not actually see it for a very long time. This might be outsourced to somebody else. Like, I'm more upset about the gosh darn Advance Wars 1+2 reboot, because that looked really cool. I hope that doesn't get screwed up. But anyway, listen. Okay, believe it or not, I know 007 looked the look of the game hasn't aged well, but that's a lot of N64 games. 007 still holds up to this day as being fun as fuck. Like, the last time I played 007 was a decade ago, in my early 20s. My friends and I from my old pool resort job would come together every Friday and just hook up an N64, 4 controllers, and play split screen on this fucking letterbox TV, right? CRT TV or whatever you want to call it. And it was still a blast playing it, like, no joke. It was a ton of fun. So a port and remaster, hey, you get my money for sure, because that would be a hell of a lot of fun to play, and with online functionality and local split screen, it would be amazing, because GoldenEye was that fucking game to have on your N64. Everybody had a friend that had GoldenEye. Everybody had a friend, at least one or two, shit, maybe even three. That's how popular that game was. And then the GoldenEye team led to make Perfect Dark, and then the Time Splitters series, pretty much. That's why those games are so they're like spiritual successors to GoldenEye 07, 007. And it's amazing how that was like one of the best shooters ever created. It still is. That game defined local split screen shooter, like, multiplayer on consoles. Like, I think that's why Halo did so well, because of that split screen stuff as well. Halo 1 was you could tell they were definitely inspired by that for sure. And Perfect Dark is a ton of fun. Time Splitters is a lot of fun, and then so on and so forth. Like, games really were. The N64 did a good job with a lot of split screen stuff, even if they were afterthoughts. But that's the best when they are afterthoughts, because they don't try so hard, because they don't need to. Their creation does it all on its own. Anyway, I hope this does get released eventually, because, man, James Bond hasn't seen the light of day in the gaming industry. But if it doesn't happen, no skin off my back, no harm, no foul. It's whatever. IO Entertainment, the developers of the Hitman franchise, are working on their own 007 game, which I think they're going to do a fantastic fucking job, because they have been killing it with the Hitman franchise lately with the games that have come out recently for them. So, hell yeah. So, that's 007. Hopefully he's in a Soviet bunker somewhere, rubbing his hands together and maybe banging some hot Russian chick. All right. Now this one. Hey, you know how much I love Pokemon. Pokemon is always in the rumor mill. By golly, Miss Molly. Pokemon. So, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet battle gimmick revealed by leakers. And I am fucking amped for Scarlet and Violet. You guys are going to really like this. This game is going to be amazing. This game is going to be full-on co-op, where you can literally explore everywhere. The first open-world Pokemon game with it's raining. With no loading screens really or anything. Like, literally, the entire... It's like one giant Pokemon sandbox game. It's insane. Like, it's open world. And the fact you get to play with your homies and catching all kinds of Pokemon together, I can't fucking wait for it. It was just announced that you can fight the gyms in any order. There's no level scaling, which I don't understand how the level scaling's not going to come into play, because that's what made the gyms kind of exciting, is because you had to level up your Pokemon to face these tough motherfuckers. So I don't know how that's going to work. So we'll see. So Pokemon's Scarlet and Violet's worldwide reveal happened on Pokemon Day back in February of this year. See, Pokemon could easily die out and I'd be okay with it, but man, I get excited every time a new Pokemon game. Anytime Nintendo comes out with a brand new, like, the next installment in the franchise of any long-running franchises they have done, it gets me good every time. There was an official trailer on June 1st that revealed 3 more Pokemon in the form of Lechonk, Smoliv, and Pawmi, as well as the box legendaries for Gen 9 called Koradon and Miradon. However, the official channels have gone radio silent after the second trailer, and many fans are left asking for more details. Of course they are. They can't get enough. In this drought of news, several alleged leaks surfaced online about all sorts of things for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, but only a small percentage of them are trustworthy. The only Pokemon leaker with a proven track record in the community goes by the name of Riddler Q, but recently another person managing the Twitter account called Pokemon Leaks has been providing some leaks. Not all of them are accurate, however, as Pokemon Leaks claims to share both fake and true information regardless. So, still, Riddler Q has recently confirmed that part of those leaks is indeed correct. So there's two people on this. Alright, sounds good to me. So Pokemon Leaks shared multiple tweets today that included snapshots of conversations between their source and some followers, all held in broken Japanese, likely to avoid being identified by Nintendo. These screenshots include rough translations of what Pokemon Leaks source is talking about, which is the battle gimmick for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. There's always a battle gimmick in every Pokemon game. Apparently, players will be able to power up the moves of a specific type that belong to their Pokemon by activating the in-battle gimmick, increasing the damage dealt and possibly boosting secondary effects. This allegedly works for a single Pokemon type per Pokemon. It almost sounds like a Z-type move from Gen 7. However, it also seems that players will be able to change the type of moves that their Pokemon can boost during battles in specific locations found in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet region. This could be an incredibly strategic tool for Pokemon players because it would allow stab moves to deal even more damage or non-stab moves to deal increased damage, making them more effective for a short duration. Another reason why something like this makes sense for Gen 9 is that the first trailer for Pokemon Scarlet Violet showed a type wheel in the main square of what looks to be the biggest city in the games. Pokemon Leaks source is the same that leaked Pokemon Scarlet and Violet's gym leaders, as well as the blurred crop pictures of both Sprigatio's and Quaxly's evolutions. As such, the consensus is that these new leaks are correct, especially after Q's confirmation, but some of the details may have been lost in translation, which happens all the time. Okay, so that's the battle gimmick. I guess boosting up moves to make them stronger and have secondary effects. So, yeah, every Pokemon game has a different battle gimmick. Some I like more than others. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet is going to be huge. I think this is going to be the highest selling Pokemon game of all time. Pokemon Arceus is still selling like hotcakes for them. Pokemon Arceus is a fantastic Pokemon game. It may not look like it on the surface. You may think it's probably very generic and graphically bland. Like the graphics for it, you could argue are worse, are like PS2 graphics or GameCube graphics. But don't let that fool you. Many have memed about that Pokemon Arceus was just a tech demo to see if Pokemon Scarlet and Violet will hold any type of weight, because it's definitely inspired by the Arceus play model of kind of just going around catching whatever Pokemon you want. There's no loading screen into a battle. You're just catching them all real time, going around this world and, learning the behaviors of Pokemon, collecting the Pokedex and blah, 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 right? But the open world aspect is what they were really trying out, and it worked in their favor wholeheartedly in Pokemon Arceus. And, there was some really cool evolution, cool type forms in the region. I love the music, and the battling was a little bit different in terms of just, like, level scaling did not really matter in that game too much, which maybe level scaling is not going to matter too much in this game either, because Pokemon Arceus' level scaling was very strange, because a level 30 could easily beat like my level 60. It was very odd. So yeah, it's all interesting to me. But Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, it's gonna have full blown 4-player co-op. I can't fucking wait for that. I really hope there's barely any limitations on it. I just want to catch Pokemon in real time with my friends, just going out in the world and exploring together without any type of like, oh, I can't go too far because this guy's doing this. Like, if it's all open borders, all open world sandbox with no restrictions like that, holy shit, this game is going to sell a bazillion copies. Yeah, bazillion. And it's shaping up to look like a very fun, awesome game. The graphics, the art style is so much better than Arceus's. Like I said, I think Arceus is literally a tech demo. They didn't want to put all the resources into it. And yeah, look how that turned out. It made him, oh my god. I have over 200 hours in Pokemon Arceus. It's fucking crazy. That should just tell you, Pokemon Scarlet, Violet, yeah, Scarlet and Violet's gonna definitely easily get over that, and I can't wait. This Pokemon game is definitely going against the norms of other Pokemon games. Like I said, the fully open world aspect, cooperative co-op with your friends, fighting the gyms in any order you want, and so on and so forth. So anyway, that is Pokemon. What do you guys think about the battle gimmick? What do you think? What else should you see in this game that should be, established in Gen 9? I've been playing Sword and Shield recently. I think I'm just getting myself hyped up. I should just go back just to be playing Pokemon Arceus and try to. Listen, Pokemon Arceus is the first Pokemon game where I've caught them all of the Pokemon. I mean, granted, there's only like a little bit over 150, but fuck it, I don't give a shit. I never caught all the Gen 1 Pokemon back in the day or Gen 2. So let's fucking go. So anyway, that is that. Now, the last one is... No, you can't see the title entirely. Nintendo Switch 2 rumors start again after new NSW trademark in Europe. This is June 30th, so this is fairly new. I want to say that this was actually debunked recently. That I don't know. It's supposedly... It might be announced at the end of the year or something, a Nintendo Switch 2 or a Pro, who knows. I just wish they would do a Pro, like an Xbox Series X or a PlayStation 4 Pro, because I think the Switch could just last them such a long time. I can't believe it's been 5 years since its release. It's kind of crazy when you think about it. So, rumors that Nintendo may be creating new hardware such as the Switch 2 have arisen since the company registered a trademark. I mean, this is just obvious. No fucking shit they're going to make another console. I mean, that's just how it goes. But the fact is, when? So, speculation has also been increased by Nintendo's recent financial results, which also hinted the company may be investing in the materials to create another console. I suggest they take their time. Honestly, I just think that they should just have a Pro model. I mean, they already have 3 models: the OLED, the classic, and the handheld only one, which is pretty much just a Game Boy, which I think is kind of neat. It's cool. The OLED model I don't really give a shit about because they made some stupid sacrifices to get a slightly bigger screen. Nintendo Co. registered the NSW trademark with UEPO yesterday as spotted by Reset Era. The trademark covers classes 9 and 28, the latter of which includes games, toys, and playthings, as well as video game apparatus. The relevant parts of Class 9 include computers and computer peripheral devices, apparatus, and instruments for recording, transmitting, reproducing, or producing sound, images, or data, and recorded and downloadable media, computer software, blank digital, or analog recording and stored media. Admittedly, the registration of a trademark could mean a lot of things. It could be a name for a new piece of hardware or software, or it could be just a name Nintendo is reserving if they want to use it further into the future. Yeah, I get it. They're probably just like in the planning phase right now. So they got to get their technology to where only they can use it and nobody else. On its own, the trademark means little at the moment, but the Nintendo Switch 2 rumors were bolstered by a seemingly insinuous table in Nintendo's financial results, again spotted by Reset Era. Sorry, I'm dying here. The amount of raw materials Nintendo is currently purchasing and stockpiling is far above anything in recent years, currently costing 66.5 billion yen by the end of March 2022. The previous peak before this was a spend of 32.4 billion yen by the end of 2019 fiscal year, when Nintendo was buying components for the NIKO Switch consoles, which were the Switch Lite and the Switch version 2. Many believe that this is indicative of Nintendo preparing to manufacture new hardware, likely to be Switch 2. However, it's worth noting the table also seems to indicate production is yet to start on this hardware. So we're unlikely to see the console anytime soon. Yeah, that makes sense. In other gaming news, today's GTA... we don't care. Okay, so the thing is, final thoughts before we leave this episode, folks. Yeah, the Switch... Here's the thing about the Switch. I think if Nintendo was desperately trying to come up with a new console, they would have announced it already. Like, if it was like a Wii U situation where the Wii U sold them... It was so piss poor sales with the Wii U that 5 years later, the Switch no, 5 years later the Switch came out, and then it was probably announced 2016 or something, I believe. And rumors started circulating in 2015. So they were already working on a new Switch working on the Switch well before it was released. Nowadays, with the Switch is like definitely the highest selling console of all time right now, and it's probably going to outsell. I don't remember if it outsold the PS2 already or it's getting close or something. I can't remember. You just gotta look it up. But it is selling so well for them. It is insane how well the Switch is selling. For one, it's all about the convenience. The convenience is the main selling point. Everybody loves playing a console on a dock and in handheld. They have the choice of doing that. See, when you give people like choices like that, they fucking love it, man. People love convenience because the fact that I can take my Switch anywhere on the go and just plop it anywhere on its little crappy stand, or if somebody has a Switch dock, is amazing to me. I think it's so simplistic in nature, but it works so fucking well. And I think it's fantastic. And that's why the Switch is going to be selling strong for many years to come after that. Nintendo has always done well in the handheld department. Like with the Nintendo Game Boy, the DS, the 3DS, so on and so forth. That I don't think they are in any hurry to release a new console. That's what I'm saying. Like, if they released a Pro, that would be great. I think I would love to buy an upgraded version of the Switch. Am I having a great time with the games that they have on there, even if their ports don't have the best FPS? And maybe these big-time games haven't been releasing on their console? Yeah, I'm perfectly okay with that. Because the Switch is handling its own just fine. With its first title games and third-party support is just, they're nailing it, ladies and gentlemen. Nintendo is the only company nowadays that release first-party games up the wazoo, exclusives that won't find anywhere else unless they're already re-released games. But brand new games in this series and stuff, yeah, they're nailing it so hard. PlayStation comes second, and then Xbox we don't talk about because they don't fucking care about anything about the player. They just care about stupid backwards compatibility and their dumbass Game Pass. The Xbox Series X is a fucking joke. If you own one, I feel sorry for you because there are no exclusives to play on your console besides Halo Infinite, which you could even say is an exclusive because it's on PC. Yeah. Have fun with that, schlock. Have fun with that waste of tech and money. You don't need one. You could just be playing the Xbox One still or the Xbox One X and you'd be satisfied. There is no particular reason to own a Series X unless you're a die-hard Xbox fan, which most people are that probably own it. I bought a PS5 over a new Xbox, which has never happened in NIKO history. I always buy the PlayStation last. It's either Xbox first or Nintendo first and then PlayStation, but nope. The PS5 is a powerful-ass console, and it has a lot of great fucking original IPs or exclusives that kick ass, and Xbox has nothing, but Nintendo always takes the crown for me. Always takes the crown for me because they still retain their heart and soul from many years ago of me being a kid playing with friends or my brothers on the couch, playing 4-player games, cooperative, whatever, playing our all those great Mario, Zelda games and Donkey Kong. They're still you still get to relive those great childhood memories. So, what do you think is the likelihood of a Switch 2 happening? Do you think it's going to happen anytime this year with an announcement or maybe next year? Are we in a hurry? Are you in a hurry to play the next Nintendo console? I am really not. But like I said, a Pro console would be cool for another option, although the OLED model will definitely be made obsolete. I think the OLED model was a really piss-poor excuse to release another model of the Switch because it really doesn't do anything different at all. At all. It really doesn't. It's embarrassing. But the Switch Lite I do like. That I like just a handhold only. That's fine. But anyway, folks, let me know what you think about all these rumors that we've talked about. This is just a test run. I'll definitely the thing is, we've talked about Silent Hill, Star Wars Mandalorian, GoldenEye, Pokemon, and Nintendo Switch rumors. What did you think of this format of just talking about rumors in general? Like, of course, if I was to do, I would. This is just for the NIKO show. I don't think this will be actually a constant thing because I would like to do rumor videos maybe once a month on the YouTube channel in a much smaller format, where it's like 5 to 10 minutes. That'll be a little different. And I would like to see how much steam that would get. But hey, if this video does, if it gets more than 10 views, I'd be like, okay, someone out there gives a shit about rumors, right? I know that's embarrassing to say more than 10 views. It's very embarrassing, but the NIKO show hasn't been doing well, and that's just the name of the game on YouTube's fucked up algorithm, autistic system. Go ahead and call it algorithmic. It's just all crap anyway. So, and I think people like to spruce up those rumors, no problem, and talk about behind the scenes stuff. You know, great discussions. It's all stuff we can talk about, even if it's something you're not interested in. It's still, rumors in general when it comes to video gaming is always a good time. And there are giant thread posts all about it. And these are just branches of those giant thread posts. So thanks, everybody, for being here for this episode of the NIKO show. I know it's been a while. It's been a long while, folks, since we've done an episode of the NIKO show, but motivation has been kind of dwindling. But I do appreciate anybody who's stuck around this long, anybody who watches these episodes and finds us out in the ether realm of the crappy YouTube algorithm prison. Now remember, I'll say it once and I'll say it again. You can find the NikoTheLegend channel on YouTube. Of course, all the links will be down below. On Twitter, Twitch, and Spotify, and of course Libsyn. I don't think that link will be there, but Spotify will be the place to go to listen to all things NikoTheLegend, especially the podcast of the NIKO show. I appreciate it, everybody. And you know what? The rain didn't come down that hard enough, and my tea has been almost finished. It got cold pretty quick because I kept blabbering. In my mouth. I'm just talking, not enough content. Cold Earl Grey tea goes a long way. So, folks, like I said, if you like what you saw in this new format or talking about rumors, let me know. I appreciate any opinions you guys got, and then let's add to the discussion of rumors in general. This is fun to do. I do like rumors. Anyway, take care, Pathfinders. I hope you have a great day.